Hello YouTube, it's your boy B3, back with another kicking action figure review. Today we are looking at probably my favorite 3 3/4 inch line of all time, the Iron Man 2 movie 3 3/4 inch line, specifically the comic series. This is the Hasbro Iron Man 2 comic series, Advanced Armor Iron Man. Yeah, he is very cool. He's very ace. You might recognize this armor from the comics, actually, quite factually. Pretty good detail and paint, fully painted on the back, detailed all over, including the bottom of the feet, where there's also paint. The repulsors are painted black on the bottom of the feet, and it's actually really odd to me. I guess that's to match the peg holes so that they both just look like black repulsors. I kind of get that artistic choice, but they didn't paint the repulsor on the hand. It's like, that's a little interesting. I do like the fins on the back. That's a classic look from this era of Iron Man. Also, the little round orbs on the belt. That's also classic. Speaking of classic, you have a nice metallic red and gold, the best Iron Man colors, and also just great. They're both metallic paint, not just the color of the plastic. That is above and beyond. They really used to go hard on their 3 3/4 inch stuff down at Hasbro, and they do not anymore. They just do not. A lot of Iron Man figures in this line actually don't have good head articulation, so you can't get good flying poses with them. This guy does. You can get great flying poses with him. He has a great up and down on the head, a little wobble, which you know I like, side to side, folks. You can see the shoulders move about. Whoa, and they launch if you pull the arm up far enough. That's as far up as the arm comes. And then you've got rotation, elbow bend, and then there's supposed to be like there's a little swivel on the elbow. Actually, do you not have the swivel that all the others have? Interesting, he doesn't appear to have it. I don't know why I never noticed that before. I guess the trade-off is the good head articulation. You've got some pretty good torso movement, nothing on the waist. You can turn the joints on the legs so they can go either in and out or forward and back, like that. And they can't really kick back because, one, this joint is covered on one side. So to get it to kick back, I would have to turn it all the way around. And two, he has a hard plastic bussy, which will prevent it. But there is thigh articulation, a double knee bend on a 3 3/4 inch, impressive. Up and down on the feeties. Rotation, not much of a pivot, but a tiny bit that you can force. And as I did mention, the peg holes are on the bottom of the feet. And why does he have peg holes? Why, for his stand. Yes, all of these in the series come with a little stand like this, even if they don't quite fit on it. And they also come with armor cards, and it's different layers. Mine's still in the plastic, so I can't show you the layering. But the different layers, you can mix and match the armor cards to mix and match the stats, and also make new armors of your own. Really cool. When they're out of the plastic, they go in here, which is really cool for display. I used to have them all lined up on their stands with this, like a Hall of Armors thing. You can't put it in there in the plastic. You have to take it out and line them up in the slots, but still, it's pretty cool. And he has this neat repulsor blast accessory. Very fiery looking. It like fades from orange out to yellow. Very phallic. You know I love that. And it just goes right on his hand. And it stays on very, very well. Now let's do some size comparisons. First up, we're going to compare him with another figure from his line. It is the Iron Man 2 movie series, Mark VI Iron Man. And even though one is from the comics and one is from the film, I think they work pretty well together. They would go great in a Hall of Armors right alongside each other. And then what many people consider the most memorable 3 3/4 inch Hasbro Marvel line is Marvel Universe. So here he is with the Marvel Universe Scarlet Spider. And I will also be selling both of these figures from size comparisons, but the one I will not be selling is the Marvel Legend. Just to show him with a 6-inch, here's the Marvel Legend Marvel Boy, who I'm not yet selling. He's staying in my Dark Avengers. And yeah, that's how he will look if you display your 3 3/4 inches with your 6 inches. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on the Hasbro Iron Man 2 comic series Advanced Armor Iron Man? He's pretty cool. Yeah, those shoulders pop off pretty easily, as do many of the Marvel Universes that I have too. But the articulation is better than you would expect of a 3 3/4 inch, especially one this old. He has a lot of accessories, great paint and detail. This was the best Hasbro ever did on 3 3/4 inch. This and Marvel Universe are the lines, but this one I prefer over Marvel Universe. I have way more of these than Marvel Universe figures. Sadly, I'm selling almost all of these in almost all my Marvel universes because I just don't collect 3 3/4 inch anymore. And as I've said, my rule is buy a figure, sell a figure. That's how I keep enough space to collect, you know? But that is it. If you want to check out my store, check out the links down below. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.